Good morning, everybody. Ron with Ron's Choice. Most of you know Ron's Choice, happiness, health, and prosperity. The happiness primarily is relationships with yourself, with your source, with your partner, with your family. I just want to share a little, a little story. Today's May 24th. Uh, a year ago today, I planted this flower. I guess you call it a flower during the summer or during the winter. It went, it died or went dormant, whatever you call it, and it came back. And I planted this banana tree, which doesn't seem to have done a whole lot, but the significance of that is consequent, or not consequence, but a coincidence maybe. I was doing yard work and I just happened to plant those that day, and on that day I met someone. And it turned out in the beginning that it was awesome. And some people say it's always great and fun in the beginning, and then it goes downhill. It's not it hasn't always been that way for me in relationships. I've been in relationships where it was good and it lasted for a little while, but there was never that deep connection. Uh, this was a little bit different, and if things would have turned out differently, these plants would have a more significant meaning, just because of the story. We had a great story in the beginning. It was just completely awesome. What happened? I don't know. There comes a point when you can overanalyze stuff, and you don't take blame. Some things just don't work out. And I read something the other day which just rang so true for me and for all of us. Is the hardest decision you'll ever make is whether to continue or to quit. And that's whether it's a project, a relationship, or whatever, because there is a time that you should not be in a relationship anymore. I hate to be the one to say that, but I've heard it over and over, and I don't like hearing that. But there comes a point when two people just aren't good for each other. But just like everything else in life, you have to give it everything you've got. You've got to read, learn, communicate, if you're trying, whatever you're doing in life, and especially in a relationship. And that's where a lot of us fail. We just think we know what we know, but we don't know what we don't know. We have to take the egos out of the situation. Anyway, I'm not going to go into depth in it. There's plenty of books out there. If you're struggling in your relationship and you're not happy, you have to look in the mirror. You have to make the change first, but then you have to find a way to understand how that other person feels. You have to take your feelings completely out of it. And it takes two. It will take both of you to really understand how the other person feels. I'm gonna tell you right now. I've heard a lot of people say they've read the book, Men Are from Mars, Women Are from Venus. If you're in a relationship, I think both of you should. I would do it. Either read it at the same time and then discuss it. It was such an eye opener for me. And of course, I was the only one that read it at that time. Maybe that was part of the problem. Anyway, if you're in a relationship, even if you're not in a relationship, if there's someone you care about today, reach out to them, do something a little special, say something a little bit different. Let them know that you love them. Give them a hug, not just a cheesy hug, a good 10-second hug. Good, grip them, let them feel the energy from your heart, letting them know that you love them. All right, go have a great day. I love you. See you tomorrow.